Liverpool's preparations for the coming weeks have been given a fresh talking point following a new development involving Ibrahima Konate. At a time when Arne Slot is focused on maintaining balance and consistency within his squad, this latest twist has prompted renewed discussion around the defender's role and future at Anfield. With the season entering an important phase, any change involving a key figure like Konate carries clear significance. This emerging situation now raises questions about how it may affect Liverpool's plans, both in the short term and beyond. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Ibrahima Konate now has less than 5 months remaining on his contract at Liverpool, but the club have not given up hope of an extension for 2 reasons. Konate has returned from his compassionate leave in outstanding form, following up his tour de force in the 4-1 win over Newcastle, with another strong showing in Wednesday's 1-0 win at Sunderland. It serves as a reminder of the quality of Liverpool's number 5, who, by Arne Slot's own admission, has struggled for consistency throughout the campaign so far. That this could be his final season at Anfield remains a looming cloud, with no breakthrough as of yet in ongoing talks between the club and Konate's camp. However, The Athletic's James Pearce reports that Liverpool are still hopeful of reaching an agreement with the Frenchman before his terms expire on June 30, 2026. Sources point to the late agreements with Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah last season, with both players signing fresh deals in April, 2 months before their previous contracts expired. Furthermore, there is no indication that Konate is even close to agreeing a move elsewhere, particularly as Real Madrid have already informed Liverpool they have no interest in a free transfer. However, it is noted that, unlike Van Dijk and Salah, the 26-year-old has not publicly expressed his desire to stay and finds himself in a more lucrative position in negotiating a possible move elsewhere. If Konate were to join another club when his deal at Liverpool expires, it would almost certainly be more financially beneficial than if he were to sign an extension. That is one of the main reasons why the Reds pulled out of the running for Marc Guehi last month, as into the final months of his deal at Crystal Palace, the package would have included those enhanced personal terms plus a significant transfer fee. The failure to sign Guehi last summer only magnifies Liverpool's need to resolve Konate's future, regardless of their £60 million agreement to sign countryman Jeremy Jacquet from Rennes in the summer. With Giovanni Leone currently sidelined with a long-term ACL injury and Joe Gomez in and out with fitness issues while also being required at right-back, Slot's only consistent centre-back options are Van Dijk and Konate. Seeing Konate leave, even with Jacquet arriving, would be a big blow to Liverpool, and the hope will be that he stays as a long-term starter while the next generation settle in. In this section of the video, we will go over our 5 biggest takeaways from last night's 1-0 win over Sunderland. Liverpool's centre-backs were flawless in their handling of Sunderland's direct and physical approach, with the duo key to the 1-0 win on a rain-soaked night in the northeast. Number 1. A big step forward as Liverpool end Sunderland's unbeaten home run. Okay, so one win doesn't put everything right, but it is important to praise Liverpool for putting in the sort of performance that has seemed beyond them for much of this season. How often this term have we spoken about the Reds being frail and incapable of coping with the sort of physical test Sunderland posed here? Yet they dealt with everything thrown at them in giving up just 0.66 xG and winning 56 duels to their opponent's 43, all while creating 1.95 times G themselves. That is exactly what you need to do at a ground like the Stadium of Light when the rain is pouring down, and it is a huge credit to Arne Slot and his team that they became the first side to win a league game there this season. Number 2. Ibrahima Konate and Virgil van Dijk, colossal for Liverpool. Unsurprisingly, Liverpool were reliant on both Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahim Konate, putting in flawless displays at the heart of the defence to come through against such a direct approach. Konate won 8 of his 9 duels contested as he expertly handled the physical Brian Brobby up front for the hosts. Van Dijk, meanwhile, won 9 out of 10 and made a whopping 14 clearances before popping up with the winning goal. That helped Liverpool to their first clean sheet and win combo since beating Brighton at Anfield way back on December 13th. More of the same in the games ahead, please. Number 3. Set piece FC strikes again. The improvement in Liverpool's set piece output since the departure of Aaron Briggs has been so pronounced that you were starting to wonder if his impact was actually a net negative. And the importance of such situations was once again underlined by the fact that, for all that they dominated this game, the Reds only won it thanks to a corner. As Arsenal have proved in recent years, being good at set pieces can allow an average attacking team to become regular title challengers. Liverpool will hope to offer enough open play threat that they don't need to emulate the Gunners, but it would do absolutely no harm to sustain the upturn we have seen of late in terms of their output from dead balls. Number 4. Wataru Endo's performance deserved better than serious injury. With Dominic Szoboszlai suspended and both Jeremy Frimpong and Connor Bradley injured, the task of playing right back in this one fell to midfielder Wataru Endo, but you certainly would not have known from the Japanese's performance that he was a makeshift recipient of the role. Despite coming up against genuine pace that you feared may trouble him, Endo won 7 of his 12 duels to help shut down his side of the defence as part of a solid showing. Unfortunately, Endo's night ended in disappointing circumstances as he was stretchered from the field with what looked like a serious ankle injury. That means he looks unlikely to add to what was just his second Premier League start under Arne Slot anytime soon, even if he clearly would have earned it. Number 5. Worry over Curtis Jones's future after 6th game without a start. It might not be the headline from this game, but it still felt important that Curtis Jones was not part of the starting 11 at the Stadium of Light. That is now 6 consecutive games where that has been the case. A run that sandwiched a January window in which the player appeared to be keen on a move to Inter. There will be just 12 months remaining on Jones's contract when the season comes to its end, and there seems to have been no progress on agreeing a new one. Given that the 25-year-old no longer seems to figure prominently in the manager's plans, even with Alexis McAllister struggling badly, it is hardly doom-mongering to point out that the mood music points to a summer exit. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.